It was a structure built in 1894, the purpose to educate African Americans in the Jackson community. Well, today that former school tells the story of Jackson's past.
So excited you guys are here.
These school children are getting a history lesson from what was known as the West Jackson Colored School. It was bought by a man who would name the school after himself. A school that was a gem in the community that provided jobs for the faculty and a structured learning environment for the students.
Well, historically, we were a school first in the 1800s. It was the Smith Robertson School for colored pupils. That should tell you historically, just by saying the word colored, how old we are. But it was started by a former slave named Smith Robertson, who came from Alabama after the Civil War and came here to Jackson and bought the property, bought a facility here and named the school after himself.
There was pride for the students who attended the school, and they came from different age groups.
So the ages and the grades staggered up, you know. We had several rooms that could be used for certain grades, but it was such a pride and joy of the community. It remains that today. You can look at some of the photographs of the faculty then and the staff and the students. And we get people coming back today who remember their grandparents coming to school here or teaching here, and they look at the photographs, and that's the real joy we have today of still being open as a museum.
The school was closed in 1971 and reopened as a museum in 1984. As a museum, the focus is on Jackson history.
You know, the beauty of the Smith Robertson Museum is that we start with the whole Jackson story. We say, if you want to learn about Jackson history, come here first. Other museums offer more of a comprehensive outlook on the national scope, the state scope, but this is all Jackson focused. So for us, our pride and joy as far as exhibits has to be the Medgar Evers Gallery, because it was curated with the help of Mr. Evers' family.
Pre-COVID, about 15,000 people visited the museum a year. They're slowly getting back to those numbers. If you really want to learn about Jackson history, stop by for a visit and carve out about 2 hours of your time. Well, join us on February 17th at 6:30 p.m. for a special program honoring Black history, sharing our stories from the Smith Robertson Museum, where we will tell more stories from around the state.